Hello, Sunday. So, time for a couple of beers and a chat. I think a couple of weeks ago I did about my glassware, and this was the missing glass that I couldn't remember that I had, the shipyard one. Pint glass. Oh, that is so needed. I'm still on the Citroen Galaxy, and it's absolutely banging. It's absolutely lovely. So, what's been happening? Well, we're back in the house. We moved back in. The rewire's all finished. Plastering's done. The only thing left to do is we need a date for the builder to come and put an extraction brick into the roof, because we've got an extractor fan fitted in the bathroom, and then it can all be connected up properly and running. I mean, it's all running now. Sorry, I'm just putting the tap blocker back on, whatever you call it, tap brush, one of these, just putting it back in the pipe. I like them. Helps stop drips as well. Brilliant things. Yeah, so that's all done. So we moved back in, all the dust everywhere, so we've just been cleaning. Well, my wife's been cleaning mostly, I'll be honest. I was at work all day yesterday, so I did some Friday night and a little bit of moving about and sorting things Friday night. Yesterday I came in the morning, did some more bits then before going to work, and then we've been cracking at it pretty much all day. So we're pretty much on top of it all now. Just little bits here and there need putting back and things, but I think we're pretty cleaned up and hoovered and mopped and dusted and wiped and everything down and all that. So beer time for a chat. So if you saw my Friday video, Friday, I mentioned about some beer mats, so I got some. So I'm only going to talk you through some of these. Some are obvious, but these all come from like 60s and 70s. I came in a big batch of auction stuff, and I just kept these aside because they were nothing, but they were of interest to me, so I kept them anyway. So, starting with Bass for Men, basic, just that, simple one. I was going to organise them in a way, just so that we get through some of the more known ones before we move on to some of the different ones. So I've got a nice Guinness one there, double-sided, had your Guinness today. William Younger's famous ales, product of Scottish breweries. You must remember that. You maybe don't. Certainly I do. Then we start. That isn't all the sort of more modern ones. There's another Guinness one here. This is one 5 million Guinness for strength every day. That's a lot of fucking Guinness you got to drink. But this is with the Guinness Book of Records. It's got a record printed on the back of them. And these are good quality thick card. These. I don't know if you can see the thickness of these. These are old school, proper quality ones, rather than seem to get a bit cheaper these days, don't they? And then we're getting a bit of a change. Oh no, that's another Guinness one. Newcastle Blue Star ales. Not seeing that. I can just imagine that's all of them. They're all Blue Star, aren't they? But then we get. I mean, this is going on to like a rum. This is Captain Morgan rum. Quite a nice little thing, that one. That which is the award-winning Scotch Red Hackle, 1969 winner, and I have no idea. And 1970, never seen it before. Wouldn't know what it is. So there you go. This one's advertising the Whitbread around the world. This is for starting in 1973 to 1974. The Whitbread around the world race. Different. Forks Breweries, Sunderland. Yeah. And I've never seen these. Whitbread tankard, and on the back, a little thing about a posset. A posset pot. Oh, sorry, a posset. A posset pot was a two-handled vessel used for making posset, hot milk curdled with ale or wine, and often flavoured with spices. Once a popular remedy for colds. Part of a series of whatever red tankard are. Never had it, never seen it. Hammond's Ale. Never seen them. No idea where they are or whether they're still around. A lot of these probably don't exist anymore. Or Coates Somerset Cider. If you've seen any, let me know. I'd be interested to know if any of these exist still. Cameron's, yes, but Double Lion Export. No, never had it. Never seen it. I don't think these exist anymore. Clubs Brewery, the Yorkshire Clubs Brewery, York, Huntington. Nah, I don't think that exists. A Sam Smith's Taddy Ales. That's still going. All that. This one is Drink Bros' Malton Ales. Now, I don't think that exists if it's the Malton near here. Next one is a Newcastle Exhibition on the one side and Brown Ale on the other. Yeah, well, we all know about Tetley's Newcastle Brown, but I don't think I've had Newcastle Exhibition. Probably have. Tetley's Regal Ale. Don't think that exists anymore. Now this is a really nice one. This is a Guinness one, but it's like it's got a flocked back and it's really thick, heavy duty card. It's almost like a placemat you'd have in your house, almost, but it's card. So that's quite a good one. That Guinness. Yeah, I like that. Warwick's Milkmaid Stout. Are they still going? Anyone know? Oh, this one is definitely still going. I'm going strong. Mackeson's. I like a good Mackeson stout myself, I must admit. I don't think this still goes. It's called Pink Lady. Sparkling, sophisticated, sweet. She'll adore it, you know? Sexism alive and kicking still there. Tetley's Imperial. Yeah, you get a pint of Imperial still, I know. Same goes for pint of Magnet, John Smith's Magnet. I seem to like Magnet on cask. I've not had it for a long time, so I couldn't tell you. So, on McEwan's Export on one side, and then Younger's Tartan on the other. I guess that's they were merged by that point. Here's one that went and came back again. Watney's Red Barrel. I believe they've tried to bring that back. I don't know why. I thought everyone said it was absolutely minging. Anyway, Golden Mead Ale, brewed with malt, hops and honey. This one, Worthington's Green Shield. I've had Worthington's, but I don't think I've ever had Green Shield. No idea who these are, or where they're based, or if they're still going. C&S XL Ales. Cameron's Ice Gold Lager. Now this one is, wow, just a Miss Calypso it's called, but just look at that. How you get away with that, I don't know. Champagne Perry with Jamaican orange juice, Gold Wells for girls. Yeah, I don't know how you get away with that one. And Jubilee Stout from Scarborough, and it's actually a postcard. So table mat postcard, not bad. And Worthington, yeah. And another interesting flocked one, William Cadenheads, and that's on like a green flock. Bit different. Hennessy, yeah, we've all had a Hennessy, and then one I have no idea who these are. New Export Cherry. Fallen in love with a cherry. Bear with me a second, I think someone wants to chat. Right, sorry about that. That was my wife to tell me that she's just watched my pants fly over into next door's garden. She watched them fly off the line and into next door's garden. So I've just had to try and retrieve them because next door to us is a second home and they don't spend any time there during the winter. They're just there from sort of Easter to October. So I just had to try and retrieve them with a large stick. Right, so those were the bay mats. something different, I thought. Some different ones there. Not heard of quite a lot of those. Obviously, I've got loads of them, Matt, and it's quite a lot that that you've seen that are pretty much run of the mill every day still. Just a bit of different advertising, like Carling Black Label, Carlsberg, Heineken, all that sort of thing. They're all still there. I mean, Guinness obviously, but Guinness has always had a tradition of good advertising. Hence why they're so popular. Anything memorabilia to do with Guinness is usually quite collectible, shall we say. Even the ephemera like these beer mats, imagine they're quite collectible. Especially that one, the one with the flopped back that was. Oh, I'll leave it. The one that was more like almost like a table mat kind of, rather than a drink, like a proper drinks coaster, rather than cheap throwaway cardboard. Yeah. So that's that really. I haven't really got any more to talk about the brewing side of things. We are where we are, still waiting. I've just got back in the house, just doing cleaning and that. I've still stuff to bring from the in-laws, boxes of books and stuff, and I've got to go through all my books, sort them out, decide what I'm keeping, and send the rest off to Oxfam or wherever. Because they just don't get read, and I don't have the time to read them, and I have so many, and the wife's nagging me, to be honest. She's nagging me to get rid of a lot of them. There is quite a lot, to be honest. 500 maybe. Most of them just stored in boxes in the loft, hoping for one day to have a large enough house to have a library. I was thinking just once the eldest leaves and the little one leaves, even as well, but by then I'll be like nearly 80, 90, so I don't fancy making fitting shelves in one of the rooms. But there we go. There we go. It's not really going to happen, is it? And football. Wow. That went shit last night, didn't it, for Liverpool? I don't know if any of you watched. Absolutely pants, really. I blame Russell. I blame Rusty Homebrew, because he picked Nunes to be his captain for the fantasy football. Convinced that he's probably going to get a hat-trick. Completely screwed us over. He also used to have Salah all the way through, you see, his dry patch basically, and then finally swapped him out for Haaland. Haaland, who's now injured, funnily enough. Bloody jinx that man. There's jinx in it. Anyway, as long as he keeps away from Liverpool players from now on, I hope he does, and then we might actually get back at something. Because it's got nothing to do with it's nothing to do with the footballers. It's nothing to do with the manager or any of that. It is purely down to Russell McGowan picking Liverpool players for his fantasy football. That's what it is. I promise you. So yeah, and the fantasy football for me hasn't gone well. I screwed up, and I don't know how I did it. I went to pick my captain. I went to pick the team, and obviously with Haaland being injured, people weren't sure, was he going to be on the bench? Was he going to come off the bench? Was he going to start? No one knows. You never know with Pep. So I left him in the team, but I went to swap captaincy to Callum Wilson, and I brought Callum Wilson in instead of Tony. It was a good move. It was a very good move. Tony ended up getting a red card, and I think he only got 2 points in the end, whereas Callum Wilson got 16 points. But I don't know, I can't not have clicked bloody confirm, or when I didn't have internet at the time. Anyway, I didn't have Callum Wilson as fucking captain as I thought I had. I still had Haaland, which has really pissed me off. I didn't even, because I didn't even, my vice captain was still Jesus. He hasn't played yet, I think. I don't know. He might be playing now. Probably is playing now, because I know they're playing Forest, so that was probably the 2 o'clock kick off. And as my time says, it's 3:15, so he's probably been sent off and whatever by now, just to really knock my day up. So yeah, I missed out on an extra 16 points there, just because I didn't get it confirmed that he was captain. And I don't know how I did it, whether it was the internet or I just didn't press confirm properly or what, I don't know. But I'm annoyed. Very annoyed with that. Yeah. So I finding myself sliding back down, further down the turbo. Still about 60-70 points ahead of my son, which had the best bit. But I am sliding back down to turbo. I mean, I was 6 points away from the top 10 at one point, only a few weeks ago, and now I'm just backwards sliding, and it's really killing me. But anyway, that's that really. I don't think there's much else to talk about, funnily enough. It's started to piss down now. Yeah, probably go back inside, sit and watch what's left of the football for a bit. Have another couple of these, or maybe even some of the ESB, because that's still going strong. That's been one thing. I've not been here. I've not been able to drink it, so I have been drinking. Well, the father-in-law's been going and getting booze for me, which is always nice. So they've been at getting some of the Aldi beers and things, and they did one. Was it a white New England IPA style one from Aldi? I think it's Williams Brothers. It's very nice, very nice. The same people that do their Blood Orange IPA, and that's changed. That used to be in a 330ml can. That's now in a 440, and so is this white New England style IPA, which is very nice. There's some coriander and stuff in it. Yeah, different, but very good. Try it. I do suggest trying it. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's just called White New England IPA, or White New England Style IPA. And I believe it's made by Williams Brothers. So, look out for it. And I suppose on that note, I'm going to have to say tatty bye. Oh, I don't know if you noticed, my new little thing in the shed at the minute, my little steam engine. Mamod steam engine. I mean, this isn't a proper, I don't think it's a proper Mamod one. This is the company that kind of took over from Mamod, or it is Mamod, but it's not, if you know what I mean. It's not a 70s one, this is a modern one. And I also have a little carriage thing for it as well. It's really cool. Proper steam engine. Fill it up and everything, you know. I'm not sure how to do it anymore. It's been so long since I've done it. It's just been sat as a decoration for a while, but I do like that. So it's in here for now, and has been because of having to empty everywhere out and tidy it. So I thought I'd bring it in here out the way, so I didn't want to get it covered in shite. Right, that's that. I'm done. You can go now, as if you haven't already. So if you got this far, thank you for watching all of it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.